personality, charisma, and style. A true star ready to shine at your next event. Latriva Deneen, radio personality and event host, will make your event the place to be and provide lasting memories for your audience. If you want to take your event to the next level, book Latriva Deneen to be your host, MC, moderator, or red carpet interviewer and host. Contact her at Latriva Deneen on Facebook and Instagram for booking information and pricing, and make sure to mention Stunner Radio sent you. Are you enjoying the show? Great, glad to hear it. Show your love for your favorite Stunner Radio shows with t-shirts, hoodies, coffee mugs, and more. Visit our store at www. Tax season is upon us, and it can be very stressful, but you don't have to go it alone. Contact Unlimited Taxes and More, the Pressa edition, for a unique filing experience, because every taxpayer is different. You can receive the maximum refund legally due to you, accurate and transparent tax return. Don't forget.
And we are black on. What's up? It's your girl, Miss Mimi, aka Mimi the Great Love Power Radio Show. And across the table, I got my girl. It's me. It's Latriva Deneen. It's me. It's her. It's me. And for those of you in the back, that's short for Latriva D. Yes. Listen, today is Saturday, February the 13th.
Yes.
It's the day before what we know as the day of love.
Yes.
Happy Valentine's Day to those lovebirds out there, and happy Valentine's Day to all of my single sisters and brothers, because it can be rough sometimes around this time of the year, this time of the month. And we are how many days away
From Valentine's Day?
No.
Oh, my birthday?
Yes.
And we are 7 days away. February 20th, none of your business. It was the day I was born. I am so excited. So 7 days.
I'm
And I'm going to be celebrating in a very special place.
Yes.
That we're going to talk about later.
Yes, we're going to
Yes.
talk about that later. You're going to be a special age of 21.
Yes.
No. Anyway, so you already know, I want to know how y'all doing. Y'all know your girl is a little bit nosy, and every week I want to get in your business.
How y'all doing?
So we're going to start with our guests,
Yes.
who are the owners of what? Daiquiri Soul
Okay.
and Real Talk 100
Okay.
Radio.
Very
right?
nice.
So we can meander and mingle with other radio
Absolutely.
people,
Yes.
contrary to popular belief,
Right?
right?
It's a community. It's a family.
That part.
Absolutely.
So we're gonna let our guests tell us how y'all doing.
How y'all
How was
doing?
your week?
All right. How y'all?
We good.
Awesome.
How was your week, Mr. Malcolm and Miss Lisa?
Rough.
Yeah.
Rough.
Okay.
And that's an understatement.
Okay.
That's my birthday month too.
Ooh, what
Hey.
day?
27th.
Okay.
We're leaving for Vegas on Tuesday.
Oh, I'm so excited for you. I'm gonna put in an order before y'all go.
All right.
Come on by.
Yes,
Gotcha.
yes.
Triple D, how was your week?
My week was fantastic. I had
Yeah.
zero complaints, lots of growth, lots of opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Just really good. It was a great week. How was your week?
It was awesome. I made it.
Awesome.
God.
Amen. Sometimes that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Sometimes that's all that
I
matters.
had to take a break and you take my wig off and
Yes.
scratch my hair and
Yeah.
think about some things and rewrite some stuff and, you know, all of that.
Yes.
So
The
yeah.
reset.
That's
That's good.
I have to reset again.
That's
so
good.
look, and I tell you guys, if you find that you are in those moments
Mhm.
where you have to redo or
Mhm.
reset or take a moment back from work,
Right.
because I took off from work,
Right.
right?
Right.
So do it. make it happen because they was stressing me and some other stuff was stressing me, and I had to go breathe. So if I don't, it's gonna be another interruption.
Right.
Before that happens,
Nobody needs that.
no, because I like my freedom to be able to go get ice cream.
That's
wherever I
right.
feel like.
Whatever you want.
I'm just
Whatever you
saying,
want.
right?
2-ply toilet paper.
Ooh, that part.
A seat that's not metal. There are just so many benefits to not being behind bars.
To being in your own home. But that's neither here nor there. Thank you guys for tuning in so much. It's so wonderful to sit before you today. I feel like I'm at church.
Right.
Well.
Yeah. He got the voice. You hear that?
Amen.
You hear that?
Amen.
I hear it in the Reverend. I hear the Reverend.
We're gonna act right though. We're gonna stay focused.
We got it.
No, don't act right. No.
Well, I mean, I didn't say it was gonna be the whole show.
Whole show. It's right now.
Right
It's right
now.
now.
It's an hour gonna go. We want to make sure we have enough time to get into
Y'all, that's right.
Y'all is everything.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, y'all is everything. In fact, so let's go and get started with that. Or well, you know what? I think I want to tease first,
Okay.
and we're gonna take a break.
Yes, sounds good.
And then after that, we're gonna dive right into Malcolm and Lisa.
We'll be right back with them.
Are you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle but have less than perfect credit? Are you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle but have less than perfect credit? Look no further than Mi Amigo Motors, offering in-house financing to help you build or reestablish your credit. All vehicles are put through a multi-point inspection, and their award-winning customer service and on-site service center will make your buying experience stress-free. I know you got your stimulus check and it's tax refund season, so stop by Mi Amigo Motors today at 9729 Long Point Road, or give them a call at 832-548-5927 to reserve your appointment for their VIP approval. Again, that's 832-548-5927. If you're looking for a keynote speaker for your next event, look no further than Miss Mimi of Mimi Speaks, specializing in panel discussion. Are you looking for a fun and exciting night out with great food, entertainment, and daiquiris? Look no further than Daiquiri Soul, Houston's premier daiquiri shop, restaurant, and more, located in the Northwood Village Center at 355 Greens Road in Houston.
For her to hear me say who you is.
Right.
Listen, she still will try to ground a sister, okay? I'm just saying. So tell the people a little bit about you guys separately, and then we're gonna get into who you are collectively.
Yes.
Miss Lisa, you can go first.
So, I'm Lisa, mother, daughter, sister. So honestly, I was just raised in a house where I'm very independent, and
Nice.
the type of situation where, instead of relying on somebody, you kind of figure it out on your own.
Mhm.
Always worked 2-3 jobs, always, never slept. I joke and say I have adult ADHD because I have to be on the move all the time.
It's no joke.
And nobody has been able to keep up till I met Malcolm. So, I went into overdrive when I met him because I'm like, oh yeah, he can keep up. We can do more.
Oh yes, it's
Yeah.
2 of us.
There's 2 of
I
us.
can't keep up
Exactly.
anymore. Hell,
Yeah. No matter how crazy the idea is, no matter how far-fetched it is, he's like, okay, babe, let's do it. I trust you.
That's
Right.
beautiful.
And then he does most of the work.
Right. She said that's a supporting. It's like
Yeah.
having a supporting actress.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is
so-
what I need. I need you to handle it.
Nice.
And, sometimes he'll tell me, you don't think we've got enough on our plate? No, I don't.
Yes,
No, I
indeed.
don't. No, I don't. There's always something else we can do.
More to do.
Really, it is.
Yeah.
It's all. And when it's 2 or more, or 2 or more agree, they what they say.
That's right. Where they gather.
When they gather.
Yeah.
So let's gather and go get this right quick.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Malcolm, tell us a little bit about yourself.
a little bit about me.
Yeah, just a little bit where you from and what people do.
I am currently drowning,
Oh.
and she's doing it to me. Help.
But you said that with a smile,
I
so
know.
I'm being led to
Are
believe.
we, is that a good thing?
I mean,
Sounds fun.
I mean, the way he rolled over to her, you know,
Is this
we
fun?
had separated them at the beginning of the class.
She's a good swimmer. He can handle it.
Hey,
That's right.
Nice.
That's the key.
Yes.
A little bit about me. I've always been a leader. I've always, I learned leadership through playing sports all my life.
Okay.
Shall I say, I've learned teamwork.
Okay.
As I played sports all my life. I ran track, and I knew what being part of a team was about. I was always the guy out front, and everybody was following me.
Nice.
Now, that was sports.
Mm-hmm.
So when we get into the business world, I was always a pull your boots up by the string guy. First company I owned was a tree service. Okay. Wow. So I just kind of winged it when it came to accounting. So I came to find out quickly that there's more to cutting trees than just cutting the trees.
Right.
You have to balance the books and all that.
Right.
That's where she comes in.
Yes,
So-
that's good, that balance.
Yeah. So that helps out a lot. Still a go-getter, still want to go get it. But
That's awesome.
we got our hands in like
Lots of
18
things.
cookie jars,
Yes,
and it gets tiring sometimes.
yeah, it does. So how did you guys meet?
Good
You want-
question.
you want-
Yeah. So.
This is it. Let me get ready. We're waiting on this one, right? I'm waiting on this one.
Just so happens that I needed gas one morning on the way to work. It was casual Friday.
Okay.
So I have my cute little jeans on and I'm cleaning out the car.
Okay.
Oh, but
Got all this hanging out.
Come on, Dad.
What can I say?
Come on.
He couldn't help it.
Yes.
And he's been pumping my gas.
Listen,
Let's go.
I'm Brett. I'll be right back.
Let's go.
I think we need to take a break. Y'all.
Hopefully your mom's not listening.
Oh, my mom will be happy, child. She gets tired of, you ain't dating nobody yet. She's like,
Get your gas pump, baby. You heard what they said. You can too, child.
I wasn't even wearing makeup that day. I had not put my makeup on yet.
Okay.
I normally wait to get to work, put my face on so it's nice and fresh. And he's wanting to take my picture, and I never give out my real number,
Wow.
my real name.
wow.
But he caught me on the right day,
Wow.
at the right time,
Right time.
with ugly little boots on and
Right.
shorts, and I was like, But
Exactly.
it just so happened, it was perfect timing.
Yeah.
And actually, when he pulled out of the gas station, I'm like, I'm never going to hear from him again.
Sure.
I gave him my real number. I'm never going to hear.
That'll be the
Yeah.
That'll be the one.
Yeah. I hadn't even made it to the highway, and he was calling.
My game was actually, can I pump your gas?
Can I pump?
Yeah.
Can I pay for your gas?
I mean, simple. You don't have to
me
be
take
extravagant.
Yeah.
Approach.
Please say it
Take care of your
again.
gas.
Please say it again, because these brothers
Yes.
nowadays be trying to come up with something like, bruh.
And then they don't want to do it. So you think that it takes more than it does, and then you don't even want to commit to what you think it is.
Yeah,
It doesn't.
they don't
Can I
even-
pump your gas?
Can I get you to
Right.
commit to the simple?
Yes.
Right.
You know,
Yes.
I spoke with a young lady
That's
last
it.
night, and she was like, all I wanted, she was out on a date, and I really want to talk about this later, but let's go on.
So it's
Segue. Yes, she was going out on a date with a guy. She had been dating for about 4 months. She said, I ain't even had no with him, but tonight was gonna be the night. He wanted to have wine, and she was like, well, can we do champagne, because red wine gives me a really bad headache. And you too spoiled, and you this and you that, and I was like,
Wow.
first of all, you know me. I was ready, because I felt like she was my sister.
Yeah.
You know, because she was like, I'm baffled. And I was like, Mom, that just meant, one, you didn't need to be giving him your stuff.
At all.
Because if he can't
Because
handle
that's
the
a clear
small stuff, he
that I
sure
don't
can't
want
handle
to.
the big stuff.
And if he can handle no, I don't want this in a small way. He's not going to be able to handle no. I'm not giving you this.
Yeah.
So if you can't handle no at the restaurant, then we're just going to go ahead and wrap this up in a nice little bow.
We are, and I called an Uber, so thank you.
Yeah.
Holla at you.
Right.
So, but give us your thoughts on that, because, I was baffled. I was like,
Yeah, that's insane.
I expect to be spoiled.
Absolutely.
I don't like the word no.
Absolutely.
You know, if
Dear God, don't tell her no.
no, I don't like the word no, because ultimately at the end of the day, I'm not going to give you a no.
Yeah.
You know,
that's good.
You're not only my partner, but you're the king of our house.
That's
You know,
good.
there's no such thing as no. I don't care how tired I am.
Mhm.
I don't care how busy I am. You know, so I expect the same in return. You know, and I don't ask for a whole lot. I'm not a materialistic person,
Mhm.
but you know, I've been in situations where we go out, we're Dutch, whatever.
Mhm.
But I'm the kind of person that I feel like, you know, I bought dinner, so you bought dinner, so hey, let me buy the movie.
Right.
You know, it's never
Right.
been
Right.
one-sided,
Mhm.
and I'm gonna get what I want,
Yeah.
even if I have to pay for it myself.
Yes,
But if
yeah.
I have to pay for it myself, the date's over.
Absolutely.
One way or another, it's
Absolutely.
over.
And that's what I was telling a
Absolutely.
friend of mine. If I got to be the man and the chick,
Yeah.
there's a
Then what's the
problem.
point of you?
I mean,
what is your
whatever.
purpose?
And if you're not willing to spoil me at the beginning,
Mhm.
you're not gonna spoil me anywhere close to the
That's
middle
so
of the year.
real. That
Yeah.
is so real.
And it's so crucial for
Because it's easiest in the beginning.
yeah, absolutely.
It's
And it
easiest.
doesn't take much to spoil
That's
somebody.
And so my thing with
For
that
most
was
people.
she even told him red wine gives me bad headaches.
Yeah.
And guess what?
That's
You ain't
the
getting
word
nothing
about
out of
it.
it.
Spoiled.
It doesn't make me feel good.
Right.
So the fact that you don't care enough about me that I
Right.
don't want to feel good,
Yeah.
it's problematic.
Yeah, it's problematic. So I told her, I said, be cool with the idea that you,
Yeah.
you know, you were strong
That's
enough
right.
to walk away. Because sometimes,
That's right.
you know us,
Compromise.
okay, you right, boo.
I
You know,
don't
we
really
see
get
so much.
sick and be dizzy.
Yeah, I guess I could this one time. It make my stomach burn, but
Right.
I'll go through that
Right.
for you.
No, yeah.
You got to have a game plan. You got to, because, you know, before my best friend passed away, we had a plan when it was came to dating.
Mhm.
And it was back when, you know, pagers were popular.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, I'm meeting him at this time. We're going to this place.
Yeah.
I need you to text me at this time.
Yeah.
And I start off every date with, I'm on call this weekend. So if I get paged, I
Mhm.
gotta go. You know,
Mhm.
work in the medical field, you never know.
You never know.
So I had an out before I had an in.
Yes.
And, you know, she would text me, you know, at the right time. And I'm like, oh, let me call and find out what's going on. If the date was going good, oh, they just had a question. I'm
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
If it wasn't going good, I need you
I
to take me
got
back to
those.
my
That's
car.
right. That's right. That's right.
Date is over.
Right.
I was
I
hanging
got
out with my girl. But that's how it was for me.
Yeah.
There would be certain people, even my brother before he passed, and he didn't even live here. Look, this is what it looked like, this is picture.
Right.
This is, you know,
This
if
is
he
the
had a car
address.
and we was gonna be riding his car,
That's
this
right.
is the VIN number.
License. Come on. Come on.
What? Because you can change plates on plates.
Absolutely.
Don't have them pick them up at your house, because then they stalk you.
Absolutely.
I'm
Yeah.
sitting. Are you home? No,
No.
I'm sitting outside your house. I
Yeah.
see you.
But your
Oh,
car,
Right.
yeah,
your
yeah.
car's in the driveway.
Right.
That- no.
911. I need.
So what was the meeting like for you guys? Because clearly y'all ain't the same color.
Right.
I got a funny
Who
story.
said? Who said?
Who said what?
Who said?
I
Well, a little before he starts his story, a little side note for me, and I know this, you know, I try not to bring this up in too many conversations because it is looked bad upon sometimes, but I'm British, and we don't where I'm from, we don't see color.
Okay.
You were white or Indian, and that was it.
Okay.
So when I came to the States at the age of 13, I saw everything.
Okay.
But I wasn't raised to be prejudiced. I wasn't raised to see color. I wasn't raised to think of anybody any different than me.
Wow, that's nice.
So, of course, it's Florida. You know, I'm a military brat. So, interracial dating was not looked upon very nicely there.
Okay.
But because I didn't see color and everybody was the same, I was on the pep squad. Pep squad cheerleaders hang out with the football team. Football team's all black.
Mhm.
Right.
You know, so I was looked bad upon for a long time for that. You know, I've dealt with it. I have zero tolerance for ignorance, zero.
Mhm.
I don't allow it.
Mhm.
Don't tolerate it. And I'm blessed to have such an amazing support system and a family that we all were raised the same way.
That's
And,
awesome.
and you know, it's
That's
just,
awesome.
it's no
Not
different.
even a
It's no
thing.
different.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
You know,
That's awesome.
and to be real honest, you know, I wasn't raised in a school where they taught about slavery and all that other stuff. So I'm learning that in this late age.
Yeah.
You know, I'm seeing movies and I'm like, oh my God.
Oh wow.
You know, I wasn't taught this. I didn't know this. You know,
Wow.
I'm trying to educate my kids now
Sure.
on different things. And, you know, it's
Her
different.
first real experience with slavery and seeing how it really was 12 years of slavery.
Mhm.
Wow.
Wow.
And I tell you, I cried like a baby.
Wow.
Like a baby. I had no idea.
And I'm sitting there telling her,
No idea.
Sounds about right.
yeah,
Yeah.
Wow.
that's what it is. And she was just like, no. I was like, yeah, you need to see Roots.
Yeah.
I don't think you've seen Roots yet.
I
have you?
believe I have. I believe, but anybody that knows anything about European women, I mean, that's what they like. Especially like in Britain and Germany, interracial is very popular.
Wow.
And I honestly haven't been attracted.
She said women.
It's actually both ways.
It's like that for the women.
Yeah.
Surely the men
Yeah.
are raised. Sure, I mean, I just need to I'm trying to find somewhere to go for my birthday.
Hey, we're travel agents on top of everything else, you know.
I mean, we can talk about all 900 streams of income. Y'all got, wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Let me get to my funny story right
Okay.
quick. You asked about how I was dating. We took a trip here in our
Early stages.
no, not really. That was like 2 years ago, right?
Okay.
We were collecting for a nonprofit, Houston Angels.
Okay.
And, you know, we put a post out and somebody hit us up out in, I forgot where it
It's
was.
like Sealy or something.
Oh,
It's one of them,
One of those little country towns around City.
one restaurant, one gas station type place.
And we decided to get something to eat. We hadn't had anything to eat. And we stopped at this restaurant. And
All
this,
eyes on us.
this is not really the funny part. The funny part I'll get to in a minute. We stopped at a restaurant and all eyes were just like, you know, what are they doing? You know, I mean, what? Surely that's not her man. Surely that's not his woman. You know, those kind of stares.
He's the driver.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just a driver. I'm driving Miss Daisy, obviously. But anyway, we got those looks, and you know, I looked back like, what? You know, and she looked back like, what? But anyway, we leave there. Nobody said anything out of line. It was just the odd stare.
Yeah.
Okay, we leave there, and you know, I'm silly. Y'all haven't been around me much, but I'm very, very silly. So we get to the red light, and we don't see much color.
None at all by this time.
We finally get to we're leaving town, and we get to the red light, and I see a mom and her daughter, a black mom and her black daughter, pull up to the light beside us, and you know, me being silly, I rolled the window down, and I said, hey, roll your window down. And she said, yes, sir. I said something to the nature of, hey.
Do it in your accent.
I said, where's the colored folks at? They come here fill out the car, man. You know, but it was that bad. I was like, they still.
Jose is down. The engineer is down. Engineer down.
Well, I always say the only thing I'm missing in my life is Asian, and you know, I have 3 beautiful biracial children. We have 3 adopted Hispanic children, and then of course me and Malcolm. So everybody kind of always looks like, how'd that happen? My daughter and my son, they joke at school, you know, like, your dad's black and your mom's white. How are you Mexican? And they're like, you know, so they
Weren't you paying attention?
Black and white equals Mexican.
What are you talking about?
Exactly. So, you know,
Carry the one. That's so funny.
yeah. So everybody that knows us, that has been around us for many, many years, I am, I've got 2 nicknames. One is light skin and the other one is, what's the other one, babe?
Yellow bone.
Yellow bone.
Yes, indeed. Come on,
You know, and I'm like, you know, at the end of the day,
Come on, Bright.
you know, this is just a man that I am extremely attracted to, that checks every box, you know, almost every box. You know, nobody's perfect. But he checks more boxes than anybody else has, and that's what matters. Exactly.
That's what matters. That's awesome. How long have you guys been in love?
Well, for him, you know, because he fell in love first.
Make him remember.
I'm not gonna lie to you. All I wanted was boogie.
That's tell the truth. Malcolm.
All of the devil.
Tell the truth.
And we
It was fun.
And yeah, it was fun. And then we clicked business wise. I was like, wait a minute, okay, I've never
There's more to it.
had all this before. I've had women on the same playing field as her, you know, mentally and socially, but not business wise.
Yeah.
You know, sex
Good.
was good elsewhere.
Hello,
or
we're
whatnot.
on air.
But with her, mostly everything clicked. And I
Yeah.
was like, okay, I can't play around with this no more.
Yeah.
You know, I can't play with this too much. So that's when it got serious on her end first. And I was like, okay, wait a minute. I thought we were just playing here.
Right.
And she was like, yeah, I did too. But
But, you know.
it's time to
Figure this out.
Figure this out and flip the switch on this.
That's good.
So
I want to have fun and build.
That's
How about
right.
that?
Let's do both.
Man, that's the
Yes.
best ever. And we'll be right back after these messages with more of Malcolm and Lisa.
If you're looking for healthy
Clear.
meal prep, family style meals, or catering for your next event, look no further than the East Traveler Square Kitchen with Chef Square, Alan Phillips. If you're looking for healthy meal prep, family style meals, or catering for your next event, look no further than the East Traveling Square Kitchen with Chef Square, Alan Phillips, specializing in soul food, family style dining, and southern flavor. Chef Square can adhere to dietary needs like keto and bariatric meal prep without compromising on taste. Take advantage of weekly meal plans like the Starter Pack, 5 meals for $75 with 3 entree
With our awesome guests, Malcolm and Lisa, owners of Daiquiri Soul and Real Talk Radio 100, and a travel agency, and a hair store, and a
The ends go
chick
on and
cash
on and on and on.
yeah, right. So, how many businesses do you guys have?
I think last time we counted, it was 7 or 8. Travel agency, Daiquiri Soul. We have a promotion and management company. I do taxes, travel, and then of course we just started an online boutique that we're right now getting off the ground. It's something that I'm teaching. Well, we tried to teach both my daughter and his daughter how to be business owners. His daughter has kind of took off on her own, still has a lot to learn, but I really feel like her business will be good when she gives it her all. So I wanted to take my 17-year-old and kind of teach her how to kind of do her own thing. We have vendor events all the time at Daiquiri Soul, so I wanted to set her up with some lip gloss, some eyelashes, and we just added some plus size lingerie.
Nice. I need some leggings. Can you give me some leggings?
Definitely.
Because me and Treva, we like the model.
So just to teach her a little bit of, we want her to be ready when she gets out. And now, this day and age, kids are not ready.
Right.
Yeah,
They're not.
And they're not taking school serious.
They're not ready
So-
for being told no. They're not
Right.
ready for understanding, or they don't understand that life comes with ups and downs, and
Right.
the key to it is to keep going. Yeah, they're not ready.
Right.
And so the thing with I commend you both for having the type of family you have, because that's not easy, right? To
No.
try to have to deal with whatever it is they may deal with in school or in public. You're already a biracial, interracial couple, and then, right? And I'll just say, and then, because that's a lot. So I commend you both on that too. And then also wanting to give your children something of their own. That's huge. A lot of parents don't like to let go.
Right. Right.
So, they want them to cling
That's
on
right.
to that
So I
everlasting.
keep all of the
Yeah,
knowledge
so
and
I
all of
don't
the
show you
things.
anything.
Yeah.
And when you try to break out, I have a problem with it. And I'm gonna talk to you crazy
Yeah.
to keep you from,
Yeah.
doing,
forward,
moving forward. So that's huge. And even if, one of them doesn't catch on now, the seed has been planted.
Yeah.
She'll come back.
Yep. Definitely.
Well, not only that, but the reason for all of our ventures is because, if you know anything about adopting children, they typically come from a very bad background and they're missing a lot. When I was blessed with my 3, they hadn't even had a birthday party.
Okay.
Wow.
So before I even brought them into my house, we sat and we did a bucket list
Okay.
of things that, they were missing out on or that they wanted to do.
Mhm.
And, 10, 12 years later, I'm blessed to say the only thing still on that bucket list is Paris.
Wow.
And I don't know why they want to go to Paris, but, I told them when you become an adult, that's the one bucket list I'm going to let you do.
You will take care of that. I think I did pretty good
Paris
already.
is spending money. But yeah, so, I've always taught them about respect and, I would take them to the store, 3 toddlers at one time, and they were so well behaved. I would get, comments from people at the store. Your kids are so well behaved. Other kids are running around the store pulling clothes on, hitting every button that has a power button or a noise button. And I really, really, that meant a lot to me. But as teenagers, they forgot all that.
Sure.
They don't remember none of that. None of that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. My daughter doesn't even remember how to sweep.
See,
She got amnesia.
That's so funny. That's so
Teenage
funny.
amnesia.
That's how it is.
It'll come.
They will. Yeah, it all click eventually.
So what was the first business that you had?
A travel agent.
Travel
Okay.
agent.
Okay, so you've been doing that for a while.
Yeah.
She suckered me into that too.
7 years.
Okay.
It was a good way of
So
having some
offended by
training
it, though.
sessions.
I
like to train.
She suckered me into the Jamaica.
I know the training trip.
Listen, come on
Yes.
Gets kind of fun in the middle of the ocean. But I was suckered.
Yes. So we started off in travel. Then we went to our management and promotion company. And with the travel company, we actually went to a radio station to get photos done for our travel business. And I guess the owner of that radio station saw something in us that by the end of our photo session was inviting us to have our own show on his radio station.
Yes.
And neither of us had ever thought, radio?
Radio.
Really?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
absolutely not. But, he saw something that we didn't, and we jumped into it. I'm like, come on, babe, let's give it a try. I mean, you don't know.
Everything else we put our hands on has been golden.
Yeah, it's free promotion for our business, and, let's try it. So we did. We were with that radio station for 4 years, I believe. And then we wanted to grow further. We wanted to do something different. We wanted to really, really take internet radio to another level.
Okay.
So we stepped out on faith and started our own radio station.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Right before the pandemic, of course.
Right.
Yeah.
So we've been on hiatus.
We in a whole
pandemic.
scenario.
Yeah. We on hiatus, but we're coming back. We've got our studio set up. We'll probably go live the 1st of next month.
Nice.
We are envious of this.
Yes, loving the studio.
It's coming
Our
in well.
walls.
Definitely, theirs is awesome.
Our walls look close to yours, similar to yours. We have banners, but that TV,
Yeah.
I know. I was saying that when we first got here. I'm like, that would be awesome because we
Yeah.
support a lot of local artists,
Yeah.
and to have their videos playing in the studio while we're live would be amazing.
Yeah. Black Friday, normally have a lot of deals. Don't wrinkle up your nose, but you can find some interesting, good steel working stuff at pawn shops. So yeah, you don't have to pay.
And even online, while we're online,
Mhm.
you can definitely get some good stuff.
killing it.
and I'm also envious of
Okay,
him.
Lord.
Yeah.
We might take him with us.
No.
He's making sure everything is together,
Yes.
everything is
Yes.
played on time.
Yes.
I need that in my life.
Yes.
When, when we leave, you're coming with us.
Hey, Malcolm and Lisa kidnaps.
That's it.
So what advice can you offer people who are discovering their passion and starting to pursue it, especially couples? Because it's not always easy. That's one, and then two, if you could give something for the couple where one person is the entrepreneurial person and the other one isn't.
Either that one person that's not an entrepreneur supports everything the entrepreneurial one does, or they're not going to be made for each other. They're going to grow apart.
And that goes to say with artists too, like if you're an artist, you have to date somebody in that field because they're not going to understand your lifestyle. With an entrepreneur, you're never going to understand their lifestyle. You're going to be envious of the time that they're spending building their business. They're not going to be spending enough time with you. So if you're not willing to at least be a supporting team factor in that, it's not going to work. It really isn't. I've seen couples though that have made it work, but at the end of the day, one of those two couples are doing their own thing on the side and not worried about what's going on in the house. It is very stressful because we're together all the time. Me personally, it never bothers me because he is like my best friend. We have fun together.
Well, you know,
we balance each other. You know, what his weaknesses are my strengths, what my weaknesses are his strengths. You know, when I go out with my girlfriends, it's to go out dancing, but half the time they don't dance. They sit and they drink at the bar, and it's like, I'm dancing by myself. But with him, he will dance all night long, you know. So why go out and have girl night if my girl's right here? You know.
Hey, wait a minute.
But at the end of the day, sometimes he's like, you know, he could go to the store and I miss him. But he's like, can you do that by yourself today? Because I just need some me time. Like, what's wrong with you?
What do you mean?
I go to the store. He goes to the store and I'm like, just checking on you, babe. He's like, I just left. I know, but I miss you already. Because we're so used to actually being together. And one of our struggles is he has a huge problem with separating personal from business. And that I would say is our only real downfall, because when, you know, first of all, I have I'm already at a disadvantage because I'm a woman and no man likes to be told from a woman what to do. And in business, I'm a boss. So I'm like, you're doing that wrong. You should have done it this way type mentality. And he's like,
I've seen that now.
And it causes personal problems because now he's upset with me at work because I corrected him, not intentionally trying to upset him, but like, okay, we got to do
must be
this
your
right.
side dude you're talking about.
But he'll take it to our personal life. And I'm like, babe, why are you not talking to me? Why are you on that side of the bed? I'm over here. So, you know, that really is our only negative is the fact that as a couple, if you're going to do it together, know how to separate that. Because at the end of the day, you know, you might be boss at home, but at work, I'm the one that makes the schedule. I'm the one that, you know, so you have to let me play my role and not get offended by that. So we're still working through that. It's still a work in progress. You know, 6-7 years in, we're still finding things that we need to deal with differently or, you know, and he's getting much better better at it, but there's still that little bit of a struggle.
And that's what I touched on earlier. I you know, had my own business, you know, and when I got with her, like I told you earlier, like I alluded to earlier, I just thought it was about cutting trees and making some money and putting some money in the bank and taking care of my family. Okay, I didn't know how to do taxes. I didn't know how to balance the books. I didn't know how to do any of that. I could have taught myself, but I didn't. I just was winging it, just putting the money in the bank and paying the bills as they go and buying equipment, and that was it. Paying my guys, paying payroll, and that was it. But with her, it's like that, like she just mentioned. Okay, it's a different ball game, and I never learned that part of the ball game. And so to me, I'm like, okay, well, we're both bosses here. Why are you bossing me around? You know, so. And
that is true. But if somebody asks him something, like especially in the entertainment business that we're in, he's already promoting our other businesses, so he's extremely busy. So I'm the one doing all the research. I'm the one, you know, reaching out and making the phone calls and stuff. So when an artist would call and say, hey, I want to do this, you know, what can you do for me? And I answer, I'll just talk to Malcolm. Okay. But he's going to send you right back to me. You know, I've always been the one that they thought was the pushover. And I'll just talk to Malcolm, and Malcolm will tell him straight up, you need to talk to Lisa about that. That's what she deals with. So that was a struggle in the very, very beginning, because being a woman in that industry, a white woman in that industry, we're not taken seriously. And I've had to prove myself, but he's always been the person that says, no, that Lisa knows what she's talking about. Lisa's done all the research, and that's who you need to talk to. Exactly. So he has no problem giving me that boss title.
It's just between the two of
Exactly.
you. It can be a tension.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And, you know, we both realize we're both bosses.
Yes.
But at the same time, we know what role we play.
Right.
And that's huge too,
Yeah.
realizing what each person's
Bring,
role
yeah.
is,
Yeah.
what they bring to the table.
Yeah.
And then also the want to. You know, when people, I'm just gonna go to Malcolm, it's huge for you, brother, to say, first of all, you know, without saying it like that, oh no, you have to talk to my wife. Or
Right.
you have to talk to Lisa.
To Lisa,
about
that's
that.
her.
That's
her.
huge, because you know,
That's her
some
wheelhouse.
people in their egos be like, well, I don't know why she be tripping.
I really done.
Yeah, really.
Knowing that you going in there like, baby, can you please?
Right.
Baby,
Yes. please. You know, please fix this mess. Right. So thank you for that.
I do realize, you know, she's the quarterback and I'm the running back.
Yeah, come on with it.
That's
You
right.
know what I mean?
And then it takes
That's
both
right.
of
Both of
y'all to win the
game.
championship.
That's right.
That's why you both. Okay,
That's
but
right.
anyway,
Another
so
conversation
we'll be
about
back after this.
Fashionistas and lazy styles. If you're looking for a keynote speaker for your next event, look no further than Miss Mimi of Mimi Speaks, specializing in panel discussions, women's luncheons and conferences, and fashion shows and trade shows. Miss Mimi brings her unique blend of experience and training to make a lasting impression on your guests and clients. With powerful, engaging, thought-provoking topics and presentations, Miss Mimi will provide your guests with meaningful takeaways and life-changing revelations. Also available for red carpet interviews and premieres. Email us today at iammissmimi@gmail.com for booking information. That's iammissmeme@gmail.com. If you're looking personality, charisma, and style. A true star ready to shine at your next event. Latriva Deneen, radio personality and event host, will make your event the place to be and provide lasting memories for your audience. If you want to take your event to the next level, book Latriva Deneen to be your host, MC, moderator, or red carpet interviewer and host. Contact her at Latriva Deneen on Facebook. iammissmeme@gmail.com.
Yes, and we are back.
We black home, yeah.
You know what? I love it. I love having Triva as the co-host. I do, because one of these days we're gonna bust y'all in y'all eardrums with something really special, right? I think I spelled it zipper, but it's supposed to be zipper. So
It's like a what?
But yeah, so we're here with Malcolm and Lisa, owners of a plethora of businesses, which I think is awesome. So tell everybody where they can find you guys.
Instagram and Facebook is our two top places that you can go, depending on the business. It's important to keep everything uniform. So on Instagram and Facebook, we're Daiquiri Soul, Real Talk 100 Radio, Travel With Us Only. It's very basic. You can find us. We're working on the other social media platforms that we're hearing are kind of really good for, promotions. But right now, that's the two main ones that we use.
Do you all have a website yet?
We're working on that too.
Okay.
We're working.
I wish I could have saw that sly smile.
Give me a moment.
We're working on that.
that.
We've tried to build it ourselves, but we have came to the realization that we can't do
That's right.
everything.
That's
Right. One thing.
That's
We
right.
need some help.
We need somebody on the team.
I'm just saying, and that's a hint, I believe, for those who are listening. If you know somebody that builds websites,
Yes.
have
Good
them
stuff.
reach, just like in cartoon people, do you want your family cartoon? Good. So
We got right.
they're telling you now, your eardrum, if you build website, call them.
We,
So, go ahead.
we've been in talks with somebody.
Okay.
And they're willing, our main problem right now dealing with this pandemic is finding a budget
Yeah.
to purchase everything we need.
Yeah.
And we can't. I mean, that's from
Yeah.
the kitchen equipment to websites and all. We can't afford everything right now.
At one time.
At
Yeah.
one time.
Mhm.
So we found someone who is willing to deal with our budget.
That's
and,
awesome.
and allow us to pay it off.
Yeah.
that's
So-
everything.
That's good.
Hopefully
We
they
get
come
that
through.
up going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's everything.
That's
So at the end of the show, because that's where we at, we've had so much fun with you guys.
so much.
We like to give a love note, and it's just one little thing, little tidbit, little nugget that you like to give to the people listening, something to chew on to take with them for the rest of the week or for the rest of their lives. What would you give them? One thing.
Don't stop dating.
Don't stop dating.
No matter how busy your life is, find an hour. You know, in the first 4
I feel
years
like
of our
that was my
relationship, like I mentioned, I'm adult ADHD. So we would be in a movie theater and the whole time I'm texting, checking emails, answering calls, busy. And we had to come to a realization that this is our time.
Yeah.
Phones need to be off. Phones need to be put away. And even if we're watching a movie at home in the bed, our phones are put down and we don't touch those phones until the movie is over, because it's so important to have that hour, even if it's just an hour.
It is. I see commercials that are the 15 seconds do nothing.
Do nothing. Yes, those are so good.
And so one time I saw it and I was like, man, I gotta finish this such. And the next time it came, I was like, let me see.
Well, he was the kind of person that
it's huge.
He was the kind of person that would be on his phone. And he would be so distracted with his phone that I would have to rewind that movie 100 times. And I'm like, no.
Guilty.
Phones are down.
Malcolm,
My wife is like, no.
That's it. You should have seen to the last time. What's your one thing?
My one nugget to give to everybody is just don't quit. We're in a bind right now, but a lot of people don't know we're in a bind until we open our mouths and we keep going. We keep going and we make it look easy. We make it look like we don't have a problem in the world. We laugh, we joke, we keep grinding. And when we reveal that we're actually having problems with the business, it's like,
we had no idea.
We
put on a brave face.
Just keep going. Keep going. No matter how grave things look.
That's it.
Yes.
Trix D, what you got?
My nugget, I guess, would be to be patient with yourself, but to also speak kindly to yourself. I think a lot of times we don't realize that we are saying things that are destructive. And sometimes it's on an automatic loop internally. But just be gentle with yourself, be kind to yourself. Half the stuff that we say to ourselves, we would never say to our children or someone else. So just take that time to, be gentle, and the things you want to unlearn, you'll unlearn them, but just be kind to yourself. You're good. You're good.
Awesome. You already know I got some love for you. And so I love Touched by Angel, and I still watch it whenever I can catch it. And this morning, one of the people said, life is full of nevers. So, because the lady found out that she had cancer, and she was like, I'm never going to be able to do, I'm never going to do. And he was like, you still have time. So live every day to the fullest. There are lots of things, even if she did have cancer, that you would never be able to do.
That's right.
Did that stop you?
You're right.
So life is full of
nevers.
the
other stuff.
It doesn't, So life is full of never, situations you will probably never be able to get to. Make that bucket list. Check it off as it goes, and live every day that you're given to the absolute fullest. If it ain't got nothing to do with you being prosperous and moving forward, let it go. Feel what you got to feel about it. Be mad, be agitated, get up, dust off, and let that go. That's my love. And I love y'all to the absolute fullest. Yes. It's been lovely having you guys in front of us.
Absolutely.
Thank you all for coming. Hope you guys come back. And make sure you check us out next week. We will be at Daiquiri celebrating birthday, right? So make sure you come through, because if I'm not mistaken, it is her very first. It's her premiere birthday party. So we hopefully will be having more. So make sure you come through. And it's at 355 Greens Road, right?
Yeah.
355 Greens Road. Make sure you are in attendance. And her cash app is
$Latreva H, Latreva H.
Just saying. So if you want to drop something before then,
so I can give me a daiquiri with some salt.
That's it. Thank you
Can
so
I
much.
drop one more nugget?
Come on, please.
We got the best daiquiris on the north side.
I'm ready.
On the north.
Y'all come on
ready.
through.
Y'all got chicken?
Yeah,
Right now,
Most days.
we have most days.
Yeah,
Right
most
now
days.
we have chicken tenders. We
Yes.
don't have chicken wings right now.
Mhm.
They'll be back soon.
Yeah.
If you're a burger person, ask for the Boss Burger.
Oh, yeah.
It is a bacon cheeseburger
That's it.
with an over easy egg laying on top,
I don't want
and you get lettuce, onions, tomatoes, and pickles also.
Oh, I think that's where we're going now. Thank you guys for being here. I'm now officially hungry. Holla at y'all next week.
Thank you, lovelies.
Thank you.
Are you enjoying the show? Great, glad to hear it. Show your love